Today's reading is from Hope for Today, May 21st. My family situation has improved considerably because I've learned to mind my own business. The slogan, "How important is it?" reminds me that my opinion doesn't have to be, and often shouldn't be, expressed unless it is requested. The slogan, "Live and let live," reminds me that my life is separate from my adult children and friends and family, and that we are each meant to govern our own lives. In the past, I used to mind my children's business. I usually offered advice whether or not it was wanted. Now I hold my comments about the situations, problems, and conflicts my children share with me. I don't accomplish this changed behavior perfectly all the time. Often my first reaction is to tell them how I would handle the problem. However, my higher power has shown me that this behavior only alienates them. However, when one of them speaks of a decision affecting me personally in a negative way, I speak up and set my boundaries. I've seen concrete rewards from my willingness to change and apply this method. My children tell me they appreciate being able to talk with me without being, quote, fixed or, quote, bossed around. To have my children share with me today is testimony to the fact that this works. The more I monitor my opinions and advice giving, the more my children share their lives with me and the more open and intimate we become. The thought for the day is, it's not important for me to comment on everything I hear. It is important for me to let go and let others make decisions for themselves. This reading is so important. It's so necessary. Back in 1991, I made a commitment to myself, an experiment that I'd like you to try. And it was doing something different, which was just keeping my mouth shut. And I went into work with this commitment to keep my mouth shut, and I was really fascinated by it, because what would happen is somebody would say something, and my first thing was to react and say something. And I noticed that would end up in my third chakra, or my stomach, and which is about control. And I'm like, oh man, that's fascinating. And so a lot of people will probably see me just look and just keep my mouth shut, because I don't want to share I want to share my opinion, but I know that I don't need to share my opinion. And it's so easy for us to want to help people. And that helping people ends up not being very loving, because they can figure this shit out for themselves. If they want my advice, they can ask for it. And usually they don't follow it anyway. So I'm like, I'll give it, but I have to let go of what they're going to do with my advice. See, wanting to fix somebody is a way, and giving advice is a way of trying to control a situation so I don't have to feel any pain. It's also a way to show my superiority about how much more important I am than you are, because I know all the answers. And you know what? I don't. I know my experience. I know that I've done a lot of stupid shit in my life, and I don't want you to have to go through it. But who are we to figure out what's best for somebody else? We don't. Stay with that. I wish you the best today, and enjoy your day. And as a friend of mine says, just shut the fuck up. Just don't say anything. And hold space for somebody. That's all you got to do. Just hold space. I love you.